China has been quick to respond to the AUKUS submarine deal, and it's fair to say that it's not entirely happy about the arrangement. I dare say, though, Beijing is not surprised, though. The Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, has called the deal the single biggest leap in our defence capability in our history, and the cost is simply eye-watering. Let's go live now to political reporter Olivia Casely. She joins me from Canberra. Olivia, look, this deal, it's a big one. It's great for the AUKUS arrangement, but it has drawn the ire of China.
That's right. So as we know, AUKUS was created 18 months ago. It's an alliance between Australia, the US and the UK, and it was created to basically counter China's growing influence in the Indo-Pacific. Canberra hasn't formally confirmed these reports we've seen in the international media overnight, basically saying that Australia is going to obtain 5 US Virginia-class nuclear submarines. We're meant to have them pretty quickly by 2027, and they'll act as a sort of a stopgap to plug defence capability shortfalls while we wait for a brand new submarine that's British designed with US technology is created. But China, they're not happy about this at all. And in fact, these reports have prompted a pretty strong rebuke from Beijing.
China has explicitized its solemn and just position on many occasions regarding the trilateral nuclear submarine cooperation between the United States, the United Kingdom and Australia. We hold that the trilateral cooperation has posed serious nuclear proliferation risks and will bring shocks to the international non-proliferation system, stir up arms race and undermine peace and stability in the Asia-Pacific region, which has been widely questioned and opposed by countries in the region and the international community. We urge the US, the UK and Australia to abandon the Cold War mindset and zero-sum game, faithfully fulfil their international obligations and do things that contribute to regional peace and stability.
Some pretty strong language there. This announcement is obviously a very important milestone in the AUKUS partnership, and it also comes as incoming ambassador to the US, Kevin Rudd, and former Prime Minister, warns that Australia needs to try and help the US avoid conflict with China. Industry Minister Ed Husic this morning says there's an expectation that this submarines deal creates jobs in Australia.
A lot more of these details will become clearer next week. But what is obvious here is any government's got to take national security and defence very seriously. It's the starting threshold issue that needs to be dealt with. We recognise that defence capability isn't just about the here and now, it's about what we need longer term, taking into account what's happening in the world today.
Deputy Opposition Leader Susan Lee says this arrangement has bipartisan support.
AUKUS is above politics. The relationship between the US, Australia and the UK is fundamental to our national security, as is the AUKUS Pact, and it's important that we come together as a parliament in support of what is announced.